Hello YouTube, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make Parmesan and Rosemary biscuits that go really well with soup or just as a nice savoury snack if you have people around or just for yourself. I'll go through the ingredients, I'll show you how to make it and share with you the end product, of course. So you will need 90 grams of plain flour and then just a little bit extra to dust your work surface when you roll it out. You will need 60 grams of salted butter, and I've just cut that into cubes because it makes it easier to rub into the flour. You'll then need 50 grams of Parmesan, which I have grated, and then 1 tablespoon of finely chopped up fresh rosemary. So a tablespoon, I found roughly, is just a sprig like this, and you want to take off the little leaves here, and you want to chop those bits up. Do not chop up the stalk, you don't want that, it'll be a hard texture and it won't be very nice in your biscuits either. You want to preheat your oven to 140 degrees fan. If you need any conversions, make sure you look in the description because they will be there. If not, you can always leave me a message. And the very first thing you'll need to do is to add your flour into a mixing bowl with your butter, and then using your fingertips you want to rub in the butter and the flour until it resembles breadcrumbs. So you don't want to work really hard and press the mixture together. You want to lightly rub it with your fingertips, as I said, until they look like breadcrumbs. So I'm going to carry on doing that now. Now the mixture looks like breadcrumbs. You then want to add in your grated Parmesan cheese and then your finely diced rosemary. You're going to stir this around with your hands, and then I'm going to season it with some salt and pepper. So just add that now. So that just gives lots more extra flavour, and some black pepper. You don't have to add the black pepper if you don't want to. And then you're going to squeeze this into a dough ball. If it's too dry and it's not squeezing together, then you can add a tiny bit of cold water and that can help it bind. But you really just got to get in and you've got to knead it together. It shouldn't need any water because the butter will help to make it into the dough ball. So you don't want it to be really sticky because then it's going to be really hard to roll out. So you want to just keep kneading it all together into the bowl, get all the last bits from the side. There we have it, the perfect dough ball. I'm going to wrap this in cling film and leave it to chill in the fridge for 20 minutes. So I'll see you when this is chilled. Pastry is chilled nicely and you want to unwrap your dough. Sprinkle a little bit of flour onto the work surface, not loads, otherwise it's going to dry out your dough ball. And sprinkle on a little bit of flour onto your rolling pin. Then place your dough ball into the middle and you're going to roll it out, turn, roll out, turn. Now it is cracking a bit, that's fine, just mould it back with your hands. That's the easiest thing to do. So if it starts sticking, just put a little bit more flour over the worktop. Just keep turning it, and that means that you can test it to see if it does start sticking. I'm going to keep rolling this out. So you want to roll it out to approximately the width of 4 millimeters. So again, if it sticks, just mould it back with your fingers, put a tiny bit of flour onto the dough. Then you're going to get your cutter. You can use any size or shape that you want. If it's more delicate cut, then it is more difficult to lift and put onto the tray. What I have prepared also is 2 trays that I have just lined with greaseproof paper and just lightly greased with some butter. So I've got these ready. I'm going to cut from the outside and then work my way in, as that just uses the dough a lot better. If it starts to stick when you're trying to get it off the work surface, use a palette knife and then it's easier to lift up, and you're just going to place it straight away onto the baking tray. Then the remaining dough that you have, you want to just knead this lightly back together and then you're going to roll it again into about approximately 4 millimeters width, and put some more flour on the work surface, and you want to use every last little bit up. So I'm going to carry on doing this now. Now they've been rolled out and put on the baking tray, you want to put these in your preheated oven for 20 minutes. And then what I'll do is I'll take them out, leave them to cool on the cooling rack for 5 minutes, and then I'll remove them and leave them to cool further. So they should go nice and golden brown when they are cooked. So I'll see you when these are done. The biscuits are out of the oven. They are slightly golden brown. I've let them cool perfectly so they crisp up. Because remember, when they come out of the oven straight away, they're still quite warm, so they're not as firm as they will be. The smell in the kitchen when they were baking was heavenly. So I can't wait to taste one of these. So let's see if it cracks. Nice, nicely thin. You've got a few layers from where you rubbed in the butter and the flour. You've got that crunchy but silky smooth, almost flavour and texture. The butter goes really well. It's just the right amount of rosemary so it doesn't overpower it. And then of course you've got that hint of Parmesan. These are delicious as a snack, like I said, or you could serve it with soup on the side. It's something different than croutons or bread rolls. So I definitely recommend you make these. Make sure you catch me every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday for more videos. And if you like what you see, always subscribe. I will see you in my next video.